Wait, hang on. Okay. Oh, here we are, and I have no idea what's happening, and that's right. Hey Stanley, when I told you to get my kids out of the ice prison, I didn't mean for you to murder the Olsons. Oh my God. That was not part of the script, Stanley. That was not part of the script, Stanley. And,
Well, kid, what did you want me to fucking do with them? I mean, they had your kids in the ice prison, and, well, they wouldn't give me the key, and, I had to take it upon myself to do what I had to do. All right. Anyway,
yeah, but now they're gonna hunt me, and, yeah, the kids are free, but, man, they're gonna be looking for people, and, like, you just don't go around murdering the Olsons. Like, they're like the town, Stanley. You can't just do that. Oh my God.
well, it's too late now. It's too late to be crying about it now. I mean, anyway, how's the garden? All right. Yeah, we have our own problems up here in the spirit realm. It's all right. We'll take care of it. All right. Who do we have here? Who do we got? Wait. Hey, Master Nature, how do you do this thing? All right. Welcome, Lynn. I love you. Hey, Lynn, I love you. I love you, Lynn. I love you, Lynn. I love you. Yeah.
All right. Butterface. Oh. You're speaking my language, baby. Oh my God. You're speaking my... Look, don't torment me. Don't torment me right now. And, well, Lorraine. Welcome, Lorraine. And, hello, Lynn again. And, well, more Butterface Siren. And, oh my God. Welcome, Dame Dare. Hope you made it to the castle all right. And, yeah. And I hope the castle was okay. And, yeah. Welcome, who else? Welcome, Laura Lorai. Oh, baby. We have to go now, and, yeah, that's about it. And, welcome, Jules.
Oh, Mora.
And the White Rabbit. Oh, how comes I never can seem to catch you? I don't know. It kind of bothers me, actually. I can't never catch you, and, welcome, everybody. I'm so glad you're here, and you're like, oh, geez, I'm so glad I tuned in. Okay. Gee, I'm so glad Master Nature decided to have it live again. Yeah, just what we all wanted for Christmas. Okay, all right. All right. Oh my God. Wait. Oh God. How about you just show us information and shut up? Okay, all right. Oh, it is, Lynn.
Well, see, I try to fulfill all promises.
Sometimes. Oh God, no, Stanley, don't do it. Don't do it, Stanley.
But I have to. I have to. Hey, welcome to the ceremony, love. I have to. You know who I am. You do it. You know who I am.
Tommy, can you hear? Welcome. I hope you like that one. How is everybody tonight, loves? Yeah, welcome, Dame.
Welcome, Dame. Yeah. Florencia.
Creamy Row.
Welcome, Thomas.
Good to see you, of course. Everybody. Who did I miss? Hope you like that intro. Yeah, sometimes they draw on forever. Merry Christmas to everybody who celebrates Christmas. Welcome. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. All right. Well, we're getting there. We're not there yet. We're close. Hey, remember we have to get the biggest goose in the window.
the biggest goose in the window. Okay, that's right. We're getting there. We got about a week to go, loves. Let's not rush it. We may do something special for Christmas, like a big goose in the window. Big goose in the window. What's that from? All right. All right. So, all right. Good. Hello. All right. Well, you know, what you want to do today? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What do you guys want to do? I got Molly. I got some Molly. I got body cams, audio, people getting murdered, stuff like that. Oh my God. All right. Sometimes we just got to let the wind take us wherever it takes us. That's right. Yeah. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. All right. Hmm. Welcome, Regina. Yeah. Well, you know what? Hey. Okay, we'll get to little Molly. We need it. We need it for the raves, love. We need it for the raves, love. All right. You know what I'm talking about. All right. Yes, you do. You can't go to a rave without a Molly. All right, baby. All right, baby. You know how it works. It's special in Seattle. Okay. But this is just for you, babies. All right. All right, baby. Let's go. That's right. We get there. We're getting there. Put it in a big brown bag for me. Sail right around all the 7 oceans. That's right, baby. Drop it straight into the deep blue sea. That's right, baby. Let's go. She's as sweet as Tupelo honey. Oh, yeah. That's right. She's an angel of the first degree. She's as sweet. She's as sweet as Tupelo honey. Just like honey, baby, from the bee. That's right, baby. Hey, let's go. Yeah. You can't stop us on the road to freedom. You can't keep us, 'cause our eyes can see. Men within sight, men in granite, knights in armor bent on chivalry. Yeah, right, Dame? That's right, love. That's right, love. Dames and knights, love. Let's go. All right, let's go, Tupelo honeys. Let's welcome Curious roll up. All right, let's go. Oh yeah, let's go. Yeah. We gotta unwind, baby. It's been a stressful week, baby. It's good to relax. Good to relax now. Come on. And that's right. We drink margaritas on the beaches of Australia, baby. Let's go.
Oh yeah. Oh, there it is. There it is.
You can't stop us on the road to freedom. You can't stop us, 'cause our eyes can see man with insight, man in granite. That's in armor and tin on chivalry. Jesus, sweetest, Tupelo, honey. She's an angel of the first degree. She's an angel. She's a sweet and Tupelo, honey. Just like honey, baby, from the bee. Oh, you know she's alright. Oh, she's alright to me. She's an angel. You know she's alright. She's alright. You can take all the tea and China, put it in a big brown bag for me, sail it right around all these 7 oceans, drop it smack dab in the middle of the deep blue sea, because
All right. All right. Hello, loves.
All right, guys. Welcome, loves. Hello again. All right.
Tupelo, honey, loves. All right. Of course. Come on now.
Anything less won't do.
Of course not.
All right, let's go on. Let's go on. Let's go on. What are we doing, you say? What are we doing? Master Nature. What are you? What are you, actually? I don't know. All right. Here's Molly McMeth. Yes, our favorite Molly. There she is. Sitting with a bulbous head. Oh, God. What is this thing? Look, you know what this is? It's like Jim Henson got fucked up one night. He's like, I'm going to make a Muppet. And this is what he came up with. I'm like, Jim, you can't put the stuffing in the back and then create a bulbous head. It doesn't work like that, Jim. Oh, my God. But that's what it is. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh, my God. Yeah, this is like one of Jim Henson's failed creations. I'm just saying. Like, look at that. Oh, my God. Like, Fraggle Rock? This is Fraggle Rock shit. This is Fraggle Rock shit right here. This is Fraggle Rock. Okay. It's Fraggle Rock. Okay. All right. You know who it is. You know. Oh, my God. Holy shit. Fraggle Rock. All right. All right. Calm down. It's Gollum. It's something like, it's like a rock. Oh, my God. Welcome, Edie. Control yourself. Okay, all right. It's like a big bulbous creation. All right, baby. All right. Yeah, we put this together in a workshop back in 1978 when I had $5 to my name. And that's the fucking shit I came up. All right. That's the shit I came up with. Okay. All right. All right. Hey, there it is. Okay. All right. Oh my God. All right. Hey. Well, in honor of that, okay, in honor of making $5 in 1978 in my workshop that was held together with 2 shoestrings, all right, and a lot of cockroaches. Yeah. We take a quick smoke break on that one. All right. We take a quick smoke break. All right. Hey, get your spleefs, get your spliffs, get your good ginger tea, baby. Ginger tea, baby. All right. We may be talking about gingers a little bit later, but get your ginger tea. That's right. And dump it right in the middle of the heart of the sea, love. All right, let's go. That's right. All right, baby. Let's go. Yeah, I know you're getting impatient. I know. They all do. All the little get impatient. They get impatient. Get on with the fucking shit.
Alright. Are we talking about the case or not? Are we talking about the case or not? I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. He's a fucking asshole. He's a fucking asshole, really. Fucking asshole. All right. Oh, God. Oh, my God. All right. Hey, we're going to have a special guest on it. Hey, guy, listen. We're going to have a special guest tonight, right? Special guest. All right. Listen. Listen to the special guest. All right. Here we go. We're going to have a special guest, love. They come from the pepperoni family. All right. Now, this is an ancient family that goes back centuries, guys. The pepperoni family. All right. And, yeah. Well, they were part of the Masons. All right. The pepperoni family. Okay. They were part of the Masons. And they go back way back to the Hellfire fucking caves. Remember the Hellfire caves? Yes, you do. No. Anyway, no, we're talking about the pepperoni family here, guys. All right. So the pepperoni family, all right, guys. Yeah, they are part of the Masons. Okay, it's a very exclusive secret society, all right. And apparently everybody knows about them, though. And you ever wonder about that? Like, man, you gotta hear about this really exclusive secret society that everybody seems to know about. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Do you get it? Well, if they're so fucking secret, how do you know about them? I don't fucking know. Anyway, that's another question we can ponder and debate forever. Okay, all right.
Welcome, love Tina. Yeah, welcome, love Tina. I like warm days too, and
warm days and hot nights. All right, baby.
Oh my God, Master. You're speaking my language, baby. All right. Jesus, Turner, calm it down, man. Yeah, well, I have no other outlet here because I can't release purple haze. Okay, so I have no other outlet. All right. Calm down. Well, give me a Molly and we'll be fine. Just give me a slip me a Molly. Slip me a Molly. Okay, slip me a Molly, baby. All right, here we go. Here she is.
Back down, and I ended up pulling up into the drive, thinking maybe I could go around that way. And I actually parked my car right kitty corner here because I saw the light finally.
I saw the light. Hey, listen, guys. I saw the light at the kitty corner, baby. At the kitty club, I saw the light. Right, Miss Molly?
And I actually parked my car right kitty corner here because I saw the light finally. I could tell that the light was hiding the numbers on my house.
Oh, that's right, guys. The light was hiding the numbers. Okay. It was hiding the numbers.
You notice, hey, what do we know about Miss Molly, right? So when we're watching these people, right? Listen. When we're watching these people here, what do we know about them? One thing we know about Miss Molly throughout her interview here is that she likes to make excuses for her behaviors, right? And they turn into lies. See, the minute we start making, right, you guys know this, right? The minute we start making excuses for our behaviors on a particular night, that turns into lies real quick. And that's why we can poke holes in her shit throughout this, right? Because she's already lying to us. And we know it, right? Whenever you start to excuse your behavior on the most important night in Idaho history, which it was, okay, 11/13/2022 was the most important night in Idaho history here. You better come straight to the party. You can get messed up after the party, but you gotta come straight to the party here. Bulbous head. And this bulbous head is not straight either. That's the problem with this case over and over again. We got a bulbous head who thinks he's a homicide detective interviewing somebody like this, who is equally fucked up. So you have two fucked up people talking to each other. Yeah, we got a bulbous sack of shit who looks like he was made at a Jim Henson workshop circa 1978 with straw and fucking gun filings. I mean, look at that. He looks like the Scarecrow and the Wizard of Oz. Somebody put him together like that. Okay.
All right. Calm down, asshole. Jesus, I thought I was insulting. Oh, my God. Well.
Right? So we have a fake homicide detective who's trying to play homicide detective interviewing somebody like this, who personal life is completely fucked up. She's on substances, right? All this crap. And there's no way this person right here, Jim Henson creation, is going to fucking interview this person. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm sorry, but hey, you guys know, this is the case here. This is the prick who wrote the PCA. This fucking creature. This creature wrote the PCA. This creature. Can you believe that? I can't. I can't believe a Jim Henson creation from 1978 on straw and charcoal could write first of all, we read the PCA, and it looks just like that. Okay. It's full of absolute nonsense. Nonsense. The whole PCA is nonsense. And now we have gone over this. More information has come out, obviously. And we can go back to the PCA and see just how fucking ludicrous it was. Not just the frozen shock phase that was completely made up by this character right here in front of our eyeballs. This character made all that up. This thing. The bulbous head and the straw body with charcoal. This creature made it all up. In all those interviews, we never heard anything about a frozen shock phase. But this motherfucker decided to take it upon himself to play psychiatrist once again. We are playing psychiatrist. And so I put in my probable cause affidavit that somebody, my prime suspect, in fact, was in a frozen shock phase. Right. From a bulbous head creation made in 1978 by Jim Henson with straw and fucking charcoal. You're trying to tell me that bulbous head, right? Well, we know he lies throughout the probable cause affidavit. He lies because none of these things were said. None of these phrases that are in the probable cause affidavit, they're not in the interviews. Nobody said these things except fucking bulbous head pain, right? Trying to play psychiatrist. Just like Victoria Gooch trying to play psychiatrist. Just like Blaker trying to play psychiatrist. Just like Judge Hippler trying to play psychiatrist. How many psychiatrists do we have in this case? It's ridiculous. And none of these people are psychiatrists. They're not. None of them are. None of them have medical degrees. None of them have been to medical school. None of them have been graduated. None of them have taken on a fucking, an internship or a fellowship or nothing like this. None of them have went to medical school. No. Have been through the medical school program. None of them. So none of these people who are acting like psychiatrists are psychiatrists. But we're putting in our probable cause affidavit that somebody is standing in a frozen shock phase which doesn't exist. This is not a psychiatric term. It's not an official term. It's not a mental health diagnosis. It's not an official DSM diagnosis. It's not an official AMA diagnosis. It's not an official American Medical Association diagnosis. It's not a diagnosis used by psychiatrists. It's not a diagnosis used by a fucking psychologist. This is not a diagnosis. But yet, it's in the probable cause affidavit. It's ludicrous. Idaho, Moscow, you're pathetic. You're pathetic. This is pathetic. There is no such thing as a frozen shock phase. This terminology doesn't make sense. There's no diagnosis that follows it. That's because Brett Payne, you little fucking dwarf, you're not a psychiatrist. You're not even a homicide detective. You're a cocksucker. You need to be cleaning up people's shit. That's what you are. But here you are, putting shit in the probable cause affidavit that is not real. It's not true. These things are not true. You're trying to diagnose somebody that you never met. And you're not a psychiatrist. The same with Victoria Gooch. Victoria Gooch, you're not a psychiatrist. Yeah, and you retired. Listen to me, you fucking cunt. You retired in 2023. You retired. And well, you should have retired. In fact, you should have retired 7 years before that. But you retired in 2023, and for some reason, Idaho State Police wanted to hire you back on. Yeah, Gooch. You retired in 2023. But you decided that you just had to come back for another round, didn't you? And that's exactly what Victoria Gooch did. She retired in 2023, and she came back when Idaho State said, "Oh my God, Victoria, you are the greatest thing since sliced bread, and we have to just hire you back on to work the sex trafficking business. Here, we need you to come back and help us out with, number one, cold cases, and number two, sex trafficking crimes, Victoria Gooch." But here's the problem, Victoria Gooch. You're not a psychiatrist. You don't have any medical training at all. You never been to medical school. You never graduated in medical school. You never graduated as a psychiatrist. You never did a fellowship. You never went to medical school. Ever in your life. Ever. And these are the the only people who can say that somebody was or was not in trauma, or was not in a quote-unquote frozen shock phase. This does not exist. There is no such terminology in the lexicon of the DSM-5 or the lexicon of the American Medical Association. There is no such thing. But Brett Payne, our bulbous little Jim Henson friend, decides to play psychiatrist and put that in his probable cause affidavit. And if Brian Kohlberger came from money, you would attack that with all your might. You would say to Brett Payne, "Gee, Brett Payne, what qualifies you to put the terminology frozen shock phase into your probable cause affidavit? What's your fucking qualification for that? First of all, that's not a real term. And second of all, what's your qualification for this? Did you go to medical school and graduate with a psychiatry specialization? No, you didn't. So, bulbous head creation in Henson's workshop, what gives you the authority to put that in your probable cause? No authority. You made it up yourself. You just made this shit up in your head and put it in an official document to get somebody arrested. That's what you did. There is no such thing. There never was. There never was such a thing. You have Idaho State fucking inbred creatures trying to create reality when there's no reality to create here. Because the reality is you don't know what you're doing. And you don't know what you're talking about. You don't. But these creatures decided to take it upon themselves to create this false scene, this false picture, this false portrait. And everybody was trying to play psychiatrist here and trying to fill in the gaps. And it's pathetic. Pathetic. It's pathetic. Yeah, because a good defense team is going to rip this shit apart. They will put Brett Payne on that fucking stand and they're going to say, "Hey, Brett Payne, you bulbous little creation, how did you come up with frozen shock phase? Where did you get that from? Where did you get it from? Because you didn't get it from the DSM-5 and you didn't get it from the American Medical Association. You didn't get it from any of those places. So where the fuck did you come up with this phrase, little bulbous man? Where did you come up with it? See, a good defense team would rip them apart, just like this. It's not an official diagnosis, first of all. It comes from no lexicon, that's second. And so where the fuck did you get this from? Besides your little fucking tiny brain that's stuck in a bulbous skull. Yeah, with a little body that's full of straw and coal that Jim Henson made in 1978 to describe what you are, Idaho. That's what you are, Idaho. In this case, this is what you are, Idaho. You are a creation from 1978 that was thrown away, filled with straw and coal. That's what you are, Idaho. You are inbred straw and coal that was discarded in 1978 because you're fucking complete idiots. Yeah, frozen shock my ass. See? There is no such terminology. That doesn't exist. That comes from no lexicon. It doesn't. Does not. And no, you cannot use that terminology, which is completely unofficial, and you cannot attach that to trauma. You cannot attach that to trauma. Those two things do not go together, and that's what these fucking creatures try to do. They try to say that Dylan Mortensen was in a frozen shock phase, and then they try to link that up with trauma. That's what Victoria Gooch tried to do, and that's what their discussion was. How can we link this up between Brett Payne, the bulbous creation, and Victoria Gooch, the non-psychiatrist who's playing another psychiatrist? How can we make these things fit together? And that's what they came up with. But here's the problem. They never talked to a psychiatrist. And they never had Dylan Mortensen officially evaluated for all her mental health problems that we know about. See, that's the problem. They were all trying to play psychiatrist with Dylan Mortensen. Because Dylan Mortensen is the prime suspect. She is. And they were all trying to figure out how they can get around this. That's what they were doing. And that's why we hear phrases like frozen shock phase in the probable cause affidavit. That's what they were doing. And that's why you see stuff like that. That's exactly why. Because they were all trying to play psychiatrists with her. Yeah. They were. They're all trying to play psychiatrists with her. They were all trying to figure out, how can we get this fucking prime suspect? How can we make her look better than she does? How can we rationalize or qualify her behavior that night? Okay, well, we got to think of something. And so we put 6 non-psychiatrists together in a room to figure out how we're going to make Dylan Mortensen look like the non-prime suspect that she is. That's what they did. How can we make her look like the non-prime suspect that she is the prime suspect? How are we going to do that? Because she sounds horrible. She does. Well, why? Because she's your prime suspect. That's why she sounds so terrible. It's not hard to figure out, But then what we had to do was we had to put 6 idiots in a room all trying to play psychiatrist, and they're not. And how are we going to put that in our probable cause affidavit to make it seem like we know what we're fucking doing? Yeah, that we actually have the guy. When, in fact, Dylan Mortensen is your prime suspect. So how are we going to figure this out? How are we going to get around this? And that's one way they try to get around it. They tried to all play psychiatrist. The same with Judge Hippler. Judge Hippler also tried to play psychiatrist in this case. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. That's in his orders. You know? It's in his orders, and that's another reason why that Taylor should have attempted to get rid of him months ago, but she never did. Yes, we know this, we've been over this. He could have not left, that's true, but she should have at least tried to get rid of him. But she didn't. Nobody did. So we can't bitch and moan too much because she wanted Hitler on that case. She wanted him. She didn't do anything to try to get him off the case. She didn't. And that's a problem. That's another problem in this case. Taylor is a big problem. Just like the rest of our problems. She's a problem too. Big problem. Look, you're going to get him, you're going to attempt to do whatever you can to get him off this case. Even if he does not want to go, that's fine. But you're still going to attempt it. But she never even attempted it. No, it's clear that he had bias. There is clear bias here. Clear bias. Clear bias. But yet, Ann Taylor never attempted to get rid of him. So, how much can you and I bitch and moan about it? I don't know. We can. But she never did try. She never tried. She never tried, and she never tried. That's what happened. She never tried. She gave up. She wilted in the sun. We talked about this. She got too close to the sun, and her wings melted off of her. We've talked about this before. That's what happened with her. Yeah. It fucked Brian in the end, for sure. It totally fucked him. Oh, yeah, it did. Absolutely it did. Yeah. No doubt. Right? Anyway, bulbous creation. Okay. Jim Henson's workshop, right there. There is no such thing as frozen shock phase. That's not an official anything. That's just coming out of this bulbous brain who thinks he's a psychiatrist. He's not. Neither is Victoria Gooch. Neither is Blaker. Neither is Judge Hippler. Neither is Thompson. None of these people are psychiatrists. And none of them have the authority to make diagnoses. None of them. And so when we're putting when we're putting pseudo-psychological terms into our probable cause affidavit to get somebody arrested, well, you better fucking know what you're doing. And obviously, this is not the case here. It's obviously. This is Idaho State fucking inbred morons running around trying to patch together a probable cause affidavit when they have absolutely no idea what they're talking about. And you have your prime suspect staring in your face, lying to you over and over again, but you don't do anything about it. Right, little muppet? Brett Payne is the fetal alcohol syndrome muppet. That's what he is. He's a bulbous head, fetal alcohol syndrome fucking muppet from 1978 that Jim Henson discarded that was full of straw and charcoal. Look at this fucking creature. Idaho. These are the creatures that you produce. These things. And this thing here. Don't forget her. Yeah. Hey, we got venom. Hey, listen. We got venom before the holiday. We got a lot of venom. We got a lot of venom, baby. Oh, yes, we do. For these creatures. These are the creatures that got Brian Koberger locked up. This creature got him locked up. This creature right here. And so we have special venom for little creatures like this. Yeah, look at this. Look at this thing. Have you ever seen a thing look like that? It's like God decided to have a fucking joke day. And like, we'll put this fucking guy together. Okay, all right, yeah. and then here's what God did. He called up Satan. He's like, is that all right with you? And Satan's laughing his ass off. God, that is absolutely fucking perfect. All right, baby. All right, baby. I think God and Satan agreed on the day that Brett Payne was born. I think they finally agreed on something. All right, baby. All right, baby. Hey, you wanted the best, you got the best, baby. All right, all right. Fire, brimstone, and Christmas. All right. Fire, brimstone, venom, and Christmas. These four things go together, actually. Fire, brimstone, venom, and Christmas. All right, baby. All right, baby. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I'm a good little boy.
All right. Hey.
I'm a good little boy. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
I went to Catholic school all my life. Okay. I don't know what you mean. It's not in the Jubilee. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Well, that's one of the books that I can't read. Oh, that's right. The Book of Jubilee. I can't read that book. It's blasphemy. All right. Bye. I'm a good Christian. Wait a minute. I'm a good Christian, but there's certain books I can't read because it's blasphemy. But I'm a good Christian. All right.
Hey.
I'm just a censored Christian. Okay. All right. I censored myself. But I'm still a good Christian.
You fell for that.
Oh my God, Master. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're a schmuck.
All right, thank you.
Well, no, you really are. And, you're a schmuck.
Hey.
You're a schmuck.
All right. Excuse me.
Just call me Loretta. All right. Just call me Loretta. All right.
All right. Anyway, excuse me. All right. What are we doing? All right. What are we doing? All right. Just call me Loretta. Yeah, all right. We'll call you Loretta, I guess. All right. That shit. God damn you. You're a tricky little bastard, aren't you?
All right. You're a tricky little one.
Nah. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that bit. Well, maybe we should do that bit. Okay. Well, we could do this. Actually, yes, we should do this. Yeah, we should. Now, remember, guys, I have to cut this out. Okay. So you have to bootleg this shit. You have to bootleg it. Oh, God, no. That ain't it. All right, then we'll get on to what we really am trying to do here. I'm sorry, guys. I've been stringing you guys along. All right. Welcome, Mrs. John. Welcome, everybody I miss. Welcome, Dame Florencia. Welcome, Dame Anthus. I got all the dames, baby. All the dames. They all here, baby. Oh, yeah. And welcome, Just Devil Woman. Oh, baby. Oh, my God. I think that's about it. I think that's about right, actually. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, then we're gonna get on to what we're really trying to do. I'm sorry. I keep delaying the inevitable. Okay, baby. All right.
What do you got a cock ring?
No, I do not. Excuse me. My God, Master Nature. Man, you are really out of sorts, man. It's not even midnight yet, and you're talking about.
Are you the guy that sold my kid a head of lettuce with a dress on it? That reminds me of another word, boys and girls, that begins with X. Escape. Well, I'll see you later, and remember, tomorrow, I'll visit you tomorrow when you sound the sleep. Goodbye, boys and girls.
All right, now there you go.
I hope you like that.
All right. Enough fun and games. Enough fun and game. Right, enough fun and game. Oh God, no! Oh God, no! No! We have to stick with this. So let's get back to getting some Molly.
That was the correct house, and my map wasn't off. And that would be when I jumped out and I put the.
This is absolute lie. Remember what we talked about before. She's blaming and she's placing all her behavior on a fucking map. All right. Now, all of a sudden, here's what happens. Boys and girls, this is what happens. Oh, wait a minute. That was the right house. The Google map wasn't wrong. Right, Molly? Let's listen to that again.
I saw the light finally. I could tell that the light was hiding the numbers.
Oh, the light was hiding them?
I realized that was the correct house, and my map wasn't off.
Oh.
When I jumped out and I put the bag right there by the door.
Jumped out.
And then I left because it was a no contact delivery.
Oh, no contact delivery.
And I go, I don't wait for anybody. I don't look for anybody.
No, you don't look for anybody. You don't wait for anybody. That's crazy, yeah. It is.
You're walking back to your car here, and this is when you see the car that you mentioned?
When I saw the car after I had already parked up here and I was walking down.
Walking down.
Yeah. And he was heading down.
But then, here's the problem, though. McMolly, right? She already scoped out the back perimeter of the house. She already was on the back side of the house by the sliding glass door. She was looking down into the backyard, according to her. She saw the back sliding door. She saw that there were lights on. She described it as warm and inviting. And she said that things were open. Right? Like the door. Right? She was already back there. See, we know this. Yeah. She was nosing around back there already. That's how she knows what it was like. That's why she describes it like that. Right? So here's what she was really doing. She was scouting out the place for somebody. That's what she was doing, and it was under the guise of a DoorDash delivery order, which was not real. However, she was up there to scout the place out for the people that wanted it scouted out for. She was a lookout. That's what she was doing here. Fuck the DoorDash. That's a cover. Her behavior doesn't make any sense. And she's lying to you. Straight on, she's lying to you. She's trying to blame her behavior on Google Maps. But then when she magically cleared up, oh, the Google Maps was correct all along. No, it doesn't work like that. Not in reality. Anyway, Miss Michael here, Molly McMeth, she was acting as a lookout. That was one of her roles in this thing. The other role, she actually had a couple roles in this thing. One of the roles was to act as a lookout. The second role that she had was to make sure that things were in place where they needed to be in place at. Behind the house, right? Where that sliding glass door is, she made sure that that's exactly the way things should have looked and appeared. That's why she was back there. It wasn't no fucking DoorDash delivery she was doing. Absolutely not. That's absolutely ridiculous to think about that. No, she was A, acting as a lookout, and B, she made sure that things needed to be where they were at that particular moment in time at the house. That was her role. That was her function here. And what she did was she parked her car a half a mile away, according to her. According to her, at first, she parked her car a half a mile away from the house. Well, you are not parking your car a half a mile away from a house that you don't even know where it is. There is no way you can estimate the distance between where you parked your car and a house that you have no idea where it is. So you cannot say, oh yeah, I parked my car a half a mile away from what? From a phantom farmhouse? Where did you park your car from? It was a half a mile away, right? From what? A phantom farmhouse somewhere? Right? Out in Loch Ness? Is that where you parked your car? Yeah. You cannot park your car from a distance of a target that you don't even know what the target is. Your target could be 3 miles away. If you're going to play that stupid game with me, and you're playing stupid games with me. You're trying to make me feel stupid and look stupid. Molly McMeth and Brett Payne. You're trying to make me think I'm stupid. And that makes me really angry. Really fucking mad. How the fuck are you parking a half a mile away from a target when supposedly you don't even know where the house is that you're going to? Right? See? Lies. All lies. Lies. Or else, these are the dumbest people on the face of the planet. One or the other. Think about it. Jesus Christ. It's stupid. It's absurd. It's dumb. It's dumb. Oh yeah, I parked my car a half a mile away from my target. I don't know where I was going, but I parked it a half a mile away. It could have been 5 miles away from my target. It could have been 10 miles away from my target. I have no idea. Because why? Because Google Maps lies to me. All right? Google Map lied to me. It has nothing to do with my behavior. It has nothing to do with what I did that night. It's all about Google Maps. And they led me astray. Right, Molly McMeth? Right. See? Yeah, sure. And anyway, a good defense team would have ripped her fucking head clean off her shoulders here. Just like you and I are doing right now. Imagine having infinite wealth to do this. This is the kind of shit your defense attorneys would be doing all day, every day. They would be ripping these fucking creatures apart. That would be their sole purpose here. Yeah. Just like you and I are doing right now in the past hour or two. Imagine what Koberger's defense would have been like if he had money. They would have been doing this every single minute of the day looking for shit like this. and ripping it apart like a fucking barracuda. Okay? Absolutely. Like a great white fucking shark. They would have ripped into this like a fucking frenzy. And this is exactly what this case is like. It's like you get a couple good sharks, man, that smell blood, a couple good defense attorneys that are fucking good and smell blood, and man, they're going to go on a frenzy. And they're going to rip these fucking people apart. These Idaho fucking inbred goddamn fucking potatoes that came out of a Jim Henson workshop back in 1978. That's how bad these fucking idiots are here. It's ridiculous. And it insults our intelligence. And that's what burns me up the most here. Because these people think we're dumb. They do. When in fact, they're the most inbred fucking inverse, upside down, fucking la la land, fucking on another planet. These fucking people are on another planet. Molly McMeth. Can you imagine running into Molly McMeth in your life? Imagine that. You're living in Moscow and you run into Molly McMeth. She'd probably hit you up for $5. That's the kind of fucking people we're talking about here. She'd probably hit you up for $5 if she saw you standing there by the fucking Target or Walmart. She'd probably hit you up. Hey, do you got $5 for me? I just started door dashing again. I'm hard on my luck. My ex-husband just drowned in a toilet, drowned in a bathtub 1 week ago. Yeah, and my kids were taken away from me. And my mentally retarded son, he decided to steal a cab, okay, and drive away. I don't know. Oh my God, Master, don't say it. Did he crash the cab? MD, I don't know if he crashed it. Well, how did he get away? He's mentally retarded. Well, I don't know, MD. I guess he just walked. He must have driven away. Oh my God! Look! He's mentally retarded, and I don't think he's driving. If he is, you better check. You better check the rivers, and you better check the streams and the rivers because that might be a really short trip. I'm just saying. That might be a really short trip, actually. You better check the rivers, okay? You just better check them. I mean, excuse me. I don't mean to make fun of this, but it's true. Look, the last did I ever try to drive? I'm not sure. I may have tried to drive in my life once, and I'm not sure about that. But if I did, I would be under the river, and yeah, I would. I'd be in the river actually. I'm sorry, McMeth. What do you call her, Masternature? Molly McMeth. All right. I'm sorry, Molly McMeth. I think your retarded son is like under the river in a cab. I'm really sorry about it, but I really feel that's true, and I can see it actually. Well, I'm a spirit guide, and well, don't forget that. MD is a spirit guide, and so I can see things like other mentally retarded people like in cabs under the river and stuff. That's not a good power you want, but I have it. I have it, and I'm not gonna give it to you. I'm not gonna give it to you. I'm not gonna give it to you. Thank you, MD. It's always good to hear your insight on this case. It really is, and well, yeah, I try to do my best. All right. Well, you do have me look at rocks and trees and shit and rivers, and well, this is what I saw. I saw Molly McMeth's retarded son in a cab under a river, and yeah. And you know what else I saw? In his hand, he had a piece of paper, and it said, here's how to get to the house. You have to take a right-hand turn and go up. Don't believe Google Maps, Mom. Okay, bye-bye. I'm going to steal a car now and drive off a bridge. Okay, bye-bye. All right. All right. Fuck. MD, sorry. You got me really ramped up there with this. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll go away. Bye-bye. 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 I'm sorry, Master Nature. I didn't mean to ramp you up. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ramp you up. And oh shit. All right. Knock it off. All right. Well, that was Act 1. Sorry, guys. That was Act 1, and we'll get. That was Act 1, asshole. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think Act 1 is that's enough. We don't have to get on to Act 2. I'm just saying, we don't have to do it. Okay. It was a good idea on paper, all right? But listen, we really don't have to get on Act 2. All right. Oh, thank you, Lynn. I think we should all take a bow. Okay, all take a bow. and sing the soundtrack for Les Mis. We'll sing the soundtrack for Les Mis, okay? and take a bow. Don't even get me started in Les Mis. Oh my God, we'll be here all night. You and I will be here all night, baby. All right. Oh, there's so many themes in that you and I even haven't explored yet. Oh, baby. Wow. Way too many themes. Anyway, Act 2 is upon you. Who's coming? Oh, they never listen. All they do is study me. They don't listen. All they do is study me. They say, Master Nature, they're probably gonna put your brain in formaldehyde and look at it for like 20 years and be like, oh well, it's still a brain. Okay. All right. we just like to put shit in formaldehyde. All right. It's so weird. It's very weird, actually. All right. Anyway, excuse me. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about formaldehyde. All right. All right. We should. Anyway. All right. But just so you know, I'm listening to you. All right. As you are listening to me, I do listen to you. And so, because of these things, as above, so below. All right. I know you can't please everybody. You can't, but we can try. We can try. Oh God, what is that? Parrots. Reminds me of the opera singer. Anyway, excuse me. Yeah. There you go, loves. All right, let's carry on, loves. Let's carry on. All right, that's for one of the dames. You know who you are, love. You know who you are, love. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here's Molly. Oh, don't kill our mood. Don't kill our mood.
So you come around, so then you go drop everything off. Did you see the car again after that? Did you?
It did not.
You know?
It left.
Okay.
It's just, the only reason, like I said, I remembered it was because it was odd that he didn't look at me or wonder what the heck I was doing.
Yeah.
And he was very just, you know,
Straight ahead.
yeah, and there was nothing. And so that seemed odd to me. Especially to be a girl in the dark. There's not a lot of light on that road at all. And to be walking around with a flashlight and looking around and poking around.
Looking around and poking around, right?
Most people stop and they're like,
Yeah. Looking around and poking around, right?
"Hey, is everything all right?"
Looking around and making sure everything's all right. Right. So here's what's going on here in this particular moment here with her. All right. Here's what she's doing. Okay. Let me explain this to you. And you guys already know this. All right. But here's what she's doing in this moment when she's talking like this about this stuff. She is fishing for information. She doesn't know exactly what they know yet. See, that's what's going on here. Now, Payne's a moron. We know this. We know what his role is in this thing, all right? But she doesn't really know that yet. And so she's kind of doing some guesswork here. Yeah. That's what she's doing. Because her previous statements, they don't make any sense. But now what she's doing is she's trying to kind of probe. This is kind of probing to see what this bulbous creation might know or might not know. That's what she's doing here. Right? Because it doesn't line up with the other things she just said. That's why she's doing this. Watch. Let's do this again.
Especially to be a girl in the dark. There's not a lot of light on that road at all. And to be walking.
See, do you understand? She was already on the road. She was already on the road before. She was already messing around at the crime scene before. Now, all of a sudden, a car comes by on the road, and she's thinking about herself as being a girl all alone on the road. It doesn't work like that. You and I know it doesn't work like that. She was already behind the house in the dark with a little flashlight and her little poodle in her arm. Her little poodle in her arm and her little flashlight in her hand. But she was already poking around in the dark behind the house, looking down into the house at the sliding glass door. She was already in that area. Yeah. And she comes back out of that area. She gets picked up and she gets driven back down where she parked her car originally by the dumpsters. Yeah. See, this was a two-man operation with her and another person. So anyway, she gets picked up from right by the house. She gets driven back down to where she parked her car, which is smart because you don't want to park your car right up in front of the house. That would be really stupid to do that. And she's fucked up, but she's not completely stupid. She has street smarts to her. Even though her total life is fucked, she does still have street smarts. So we got to give her that. And so anyway, you're not going to park your car in front of the house. No. You're going to do exactly what she kind of just said here. You are going to get picked up. You're going to walk back out from the backyard of the house where she was. You're going to walk back down that street that picks her up on the camera. And you're going to get picked up and driven down to your car. See? And then we're going to go bye-bye away from the crime scene. That's what happened here. But anyway, in this particular moment, though, in the interview, she is trying to make it seem like, oh, I'm just an innocent girl walking along the side of the road trying to deliver a DoorDash order.
right? And then a car comes along, and then she gets all surprised. And then she tries to rationalize why they didn't stop. That's what she's doing here. She's trying to rationalize, and she's trying to also probe. Why didn't this person who I saw drive by, why didn't they stop? That's what she's saying. And by doing that, she also doesn't know what Brett Payne knows, though. See, that's why this is stupid. This is stupid because she's also trying to kind of figure out what they already know here with her. See, she has to assume that there were cameras in the area. Absolutely, there were. So she has to assume that. And because she's not quite stupid, she is stupid, but she's not completely stupid. She has to know that, and she has to know that, wait a minute, they may have seen me on camera. Okay, yeah. But in this moment, she doesn't know how much of that is known. You know, how much do they know about me being on camera here? And that's what she's kind of doing here. She's kind of hedging her bets a little bit here. She doesn't know exactly what they saw on camera with her because supposedly there was no camera in the backyard area. But she doesn't know that exactly yet. She doesn't know that exactly yet. No. So she's fishing here too. This is also a fishing expedition, is what she's doing. That's why this is so convoluted and stupid. Walking around with a flashlight and looking around and poking around. To what? To make a DoorDash delivery? You're looking around and poking around. What? What are you poking around? All you have to do is drop off the fucking curly fries. That's all you have to do, Molly. But yet we're doing all these other things, like poking around, like going in the back of the house for no reason, like trying to blame our behavior on maps and Google. Yeah. It's really weird when we're just trying to deliver simple curly fries. Why does it get so convoluted? Right? We're just trying to deliver a fucking curly fry. Right? She shouldn't even be here. Right? But here she is. Yeah. Weird, huh? Right, guy?
You would think most people stop and they're like, are you okay?
See?
Especially early morning.
Exactly.
And he's feeding right on into it. He is not a homicide detective. Remember, he's not a homicide detective. Welcome, Sir Equinox. Welcome, Lizard. All right? He's not a homicide detective. And so you got somebody lying to you, completely lying to you. And what does he do? He doesn't know what to do. He has no idea what to do in this situation. He's never been in this situation before in his life. He's never interrogated anybody or interviewed anybody in his life. In this case, in this type of fucking case, he's a muppet. He has no idea what's going on. And she is lying to him. And she doesn't know exactly what he may know, which is nothing, by the way. But she doesn't know that. But that's what she's doing here. That's the dynamic here. Yes, indeed.
It just seemed odd to me.
So when you and I've been up there quite a bit, but
Oh, you've been up there quite a bit?
Narrow.
Yes.
Were you pretty close to this car? Were you
Yes, I mean, it drove right by me.
like how close do you think it was?
Not very far. I mean, there's just, I mean, I'm walking on the road. I didn't walk
I don't know.
or anything.
Pretty fucking narrow.
There's not a lot of space, as you said. And there's cars parked right there, too. So, I mean, he was right there.
Okay. Did you notice anything about the car? Any sound or anything out of the ordinary?
No.
Did you notice anything about the car? Any sound or anything? How about this, fucking goblin? How about
What did the car look like? What color was the car? How about that? Fuck the sounds. Right? Fuck the sounds. What did the car look like? Was it old? Was it from 1962? Right? Was it a new car? Was it modern? What color was the car? What, in your estimation, what do you think the car was? Was it a fucking BMW? Was it a VW? Was it a Ford Mustang? You know, was it a Chevy Cavalier? Right? What? Fuck the sounds. We didn't even get to what the kind of car it was. You idiot! Brett Payne, I want to wring your bulbous little neck. Here. You're an idiot. You're a munchkin. You're a little gnome. You're a little gnome that I put in my fucking garden. And we take a piss on. That's what you are. Fuck the sounds. First of all, you have to have an idea of what the car looks like. Fuck you, man. Eh? You are not a real homicide detective by any stretch of the imagination. You are a fucking garden gnome that my garden and I take a piss on every once in a while when we feel like it. That's what you are. What does the car sound like? She should be like, hey, asshole, shouldn't you ask me what it looks like first? I'm just saying, you need to ask what it looks like first. Fuck the sound. People in denial. You have to ask what the car looks like first before we get into describing sound. People in denial. Okay. Yes, indeed. Like these two creatures. Creatures of the night. All right. That's we're still in, well, this is Act 2. We're still in Act 2. So this is Act 2, Scene 1, intermission. Okay? Let's go out to the kitchen and no, that's not how it goes. Let's go out to the theater, right? And or something like that. How's that go? Grab ourselves a drink. Right? Grab ourselves a drink. Yeah, right? Before we can ask about what the car sounds like, you have to ask, what did it look like? Brett Payne, you are not a detective. Okay. My phantom horses that are shitting by my phantom farmhouse, they could really use your service right now. Because that's pretty much all you're fucking good for. Okay. Cleaning up shit from my phantom horses that are parked right outside my phantom farmhouse, which is about half a mile from my residence. Okay? Fuck you. And fuck you and fuck you. Yeah. Because these people think we're stupid. Stupid. Yeah. What color was the car? What make was the car? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if he asks her that. Let's see. We'll see. Maybe he does. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. But regardless, that is the first question that you're asking. You're not asking about the sound of the car. You're asking about what the car looks like. That's your first question. Fucking cocksuckers. Cocksuckers. Fucking cocksuckers. I'll tell you what. All of them. goo goo. All right. Goonie goo goo, baby. Goonie goo goo. All right, baby. Oh my God! Don't bring a Bigfoot in my house, cuz. All right. All right. Don't do it. All right. Enough.
All right. Calm down. I know. Calm down. Jesus Christ. Hey, you're gonna give yourself a heart attack. I don't know what you're doing here. All right. Hey, it's all right. Everybody's all right. All right. Jesus Christ. All right. Hello. All right.
Dean Florencia.
I had 8 hours to exit the house. All the while, though, I'm going on tens of millions of media sites, and I'm looking on Indeed, and I'm doing all this crap. But yet, when the time comes for me to leave the house, oh, duh, I forgot to put socks on. Stupid me. Yeah? All right. I had enough presence of mind, right, to check my job sites, but I did not have the presence of mind to put on socks to leave the house. Sure. Hey, it's always the small details that are going to fuck these people. It's always going to be the small details that they completely forgot about. Because whenever you're trying to write a bullshit script to a story like this, you are going to forget a lot of things. Like leaving the house with socks on, for instance. Yeah. And the way they try to qualify these things were, well, she must have been in trauma. Okay. No. We destroyed that years ago. And Brett Payne, in his bullshit, also, well, this goes back to the beginning, right? He also was trying to play psychiatrist, which he is not. He's not. And we know this. None of these people are. None of these people are psychiatrists. None of them are. They are not. Gooch is not. I tried to look her shit up the other day. She is not a psychiatrist. No, she's not. She never went to medical school. And I don't know why she's even teaching fucking classes on criminal justice. That blew my mind as well. I'm like, why are you teaching classes in criminal justice? I have no idea. I guess they must be hard up for that shit there. But I don't fucking know, man. I guess you and I could teach classes on criminal justice. We probably could, actually. Yeah. We could be an associate of anything we want to be an associate of, right? It doesn't mean you're any good, right? I can be an associate professor of psychology if I wanted to be, right? All I have to do is go to my local fucking college and see if they're hiring people. Be like, well, yeah, I can teach you a psychiatry class. Okay. Okay. Well, we need you at Wednesdays from it's from 5:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Would you mind covering our introduction to psychology course? I'm like, yeah, sure. Can I fuck their minds up a little bit? They're like, well, we don't really want you to do that, but I guess. I mean, like, absolutely. How much you pay me for that? All right. I will fuck their minds up. Believe me. I'll be the greatest professor on the face of the planet. I walk in that classroom like, welcome to psychology, introduction to psychology. Okay. Everything that I'm going to teach you is a complete lie. Okay. All right. And go. All right. You get your notebooks out. All right. Everything that I tell you is a lie. Okay. All right. Yeah, I fuck them up that way. Like, they think, oh my God, what did you think of that professor? They'd be like, I don't know about him. I'm not sure. And then the pot smoking guy in the back of the class, he'd be like, no, man, I think he's all right. All right. Let's go, Cambridge. Hey, Cambridge, let's go, Cambridge. All right. The pot smoking guy in the back of the class, he'd be like, yeah, I don't know. I think we should give him a chance, actually. All right. Oh, shit. All right. Well, yeah, that's what I do. That's what I'd fucking do. I teach, listen. I teach Tyrone Psychology 101, baby. All right. You come into my class, right? I say, damn, what these honeys dressed in? All right. Damn, these honeys are dressed. I don't know. I'm not sure about this, Masternature. I'm not sure. I say, Tyrone, what are you so afraid of? Well, I don't know. Honey dressing really weird. Yeah. All right. But I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. Honey's dressed whatever. But every time I walk into the classroom, I see the honeys. Right. I'm like, damn, is it midnight yet, baby? All right, baby. All right. That's how it go. All right. Oh shit. Well, thank you, Tyrone, for that insight into you not teaching a Psychology 101 course. That's good that you're not doing that. Well, I could, asshole. And if you let me release Purple Haze 1907 Part 2, Purple Haze, I would have to think about taking on these extra special jobs. Okay, all right. Oh, shit. All right. That's fair. Mm-hmm. Now, this is my favorite version, and we'll get back to Molly. We're getting back to Molly real quick. But this is my favorite version, guys. You know it. I know it. You know what it is. I know what it is. Oh. It's not an ad for Alexa. Okay. It's not an ad for Alexa. All right. It's not, I promise. I promise you, it's not. Yeah, it could be. This could be all AI generated, guys. This could be all AI generated. Here we go, but this is not AI generated. Here we go. And where are we? All right. Okay. Yeah, outer space, baby. All right, outer space. All right. I always wonder, man, Masternature. Imagine seeing that in 1970, okay, at the Royal Albert Hall. Imagine seeing that concert. Good grief. That is probably the top 3 greatest Led Zeppelin concerts of all time. Imagine being a kid at 16 in 1970 at the Royal Albert Hall, okay, in the UK,
seeing that. I'd be like, I would have lost my mind. I would have lost my fucking mind if I saw that. But then the thing is, you're like, well, do you know what you're actually seeing? You know, like, yeah, now we know. But like, did you know in 1970 at the Royal Albert Hall, what you're seeing is, you're seeing probably one of the greatest rock concerts that Led Zeppelin ever put on in their life. Amazing. The whole show is fucking amazing. That's just a whole lot of love, man. The whole fucking show is unbelievable. I mean, it's bananas. Billy Squier. Billy Squier. All right, baby. Hey, Billy Squier. All right. The stroke, love, the stroke. Billy Squier. Then he made that MTV video where he dressed up like he dressed weird, and that killed his career. Just saying, yeah, killed his career. Billy Squier killed his career. He made an MTV video he should not have made, and it killed his career. Well, we can watch that video if you'd like. All right. All right. What happened to the stroke? Why is he a he-she? Okay. All right. Well, that's what killed his career. Anyway, fair or unfair, I don't know. That's what happened to him, though. Yeah, Woodstock, hey. Good question. Yeah, what would have been like at Woodstock, you know? And it's like, then, see, whenever I think like that, though, guys, I'm like, man, I wish I was there. I wish I was here, right? I always then think to myself, well, the people that were actually there, right, in that moment in time, did they actually know what they were seeing? You know what I mean? Like, what was their experience in that moment in time then? Like, we can look back on it and be like, wow, that's fucking probably the greatest shit ever, right? But did they know it at the time? I guess that's the question, right? Did they know it at the time that they were seeing it, that this is probably one of the best things I'll ever see in my life in terms of like rock music or music? Yeah. Did they know it? I mean, I think Woodstock, I think you could sense, right? I think you could say, yeah, there's something good here, you know, even though we may be blitzed or whatever. We may be dropping acid, we may be dosed, whatever. But you're still going to say to yourself, God damn, I think this is, you know, there's something big here going on, right? I mean, we don't have all these musical acts going on over 3 days, and we can't think there, you know what I mean? You're not going to think to yourself, wow, this is a stupid 3-day festival. You know, I don't think you're going to think that. No. No, not with Jimi Hendrix, fucking The Who, you know, fucking Canned Heat, you know, The Grateful Dead, you know. If you think to yourself, this is just another festival in 1969, I think you're pretty stupid. Yeah, you have to be really dumb to think that. Not when you have like the 30 biggest acts in rock music all together in one venue over 3 days. CSNY, Janis Joplin, Joan Baez. Oh my God. Yeah, but no, Woodstock, that's a great example. Woodstock is a great example, right? Yeah, it is. No CCR. I mean, excuse me. No Rolling Stones. No Rolling Stones. And of course, the Beatles stopped touring by then, so no Beatles, of course. But whatever. No Frank Zappa. But whatever. He wasn't that big. Well, he wasn't that big in '69. He was getting there. Anyway. Anyway. All right. Act 2, Part 2 coming. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Lily calling me. Lily calling me. Lily calling me. I hope it's not the rainbow Lily. We don't want the rainbow Lily calling. Oh my God. The rainbow Lily will try to get me over to her house and try to check on 4 dead people. All right. I ain't doing that. I'm not checking. Look, if the rainbow Lily gives you a call, don't answer the phone. Because if you pick up the phone, the rainbow Lily is going to say this. She's going to say, can you come over to my house? I can't get a hold of my roommate, and I don't know what's going on. And so here's what happened. I go over to the house, right? And I find 4 dead fucking people laying on the ground. I'm like, Rainbow Lily, what are you doing to me? And she's like, well, I didn't really know. I thought one of them was just unconscious and drunk. I'm like, Rainbow Lily, come on now. How long have I known you? Oh, you can't be calling me over to a crime scene. I didn't mean to, but, well, me and the Hobbit really didn't know what else to do, and, yeah. I say, Rainbow Lily, why didn't you call the police, Rainbow Lily? She said, well, I didn't really want to call the police. I don't know. I guess I could have, but I really didn't want to. You know, I didn't want to deal with them. You know what I mean? I really didn't want to deal with them, and it's a drag dealing with those people. You know what I mean? You call them over to your house, and then you have to answer a bunch of questions. I don't want to deal with that shit. So I'm going to call you over first to my house so you can discover the dead bodies. And that's exactly what happened in this case. The prime suspect sucked 3 to 4 people in her bullshit right off the bat to come to the house, right? If you believe Hunter Johnson's not a part of this thing, she sucked 4 people into this to come up to the house to find the dead bodies so she would have an excuse as to how to get out of this thing. That's what Dylan Mortensen did. Plain and simple. She sucked everybody else into this thing. She did this from the very beginning of this case. She sucked everybody into her bullshit like a black hole. Right? Now, if they're not a part of it, they're not a part of it. That's one thing. But I'm saying that fits her behavior, though. That fits her. I'm going to suck everybody into my story. And in doing that, with Hunter, if he's not a part of this, which I'm not sure about that, right? Right? But anyway, it would fit her behavior, though. You know, I'm going to suck people into my world. And in this particular case, though, I want them to discover the bodies. It has to be somebody else to do that. And it's not going to be me. Because if I discover the bodies, right? I already know there's 4 dead bodies in the house. I already know that. But I can't be the one to discover them. Because, number one, why? Because that's going to open up a whole new line of questions, okay, that I don't want to answer. I do not want to answer those questions. Well, how did you find the bodies? What did you do when you found the bodies? Why did you wait so long to call police? See? And so I can't do that. Somebody else has to find the bodies. And so Hunter Johnson, being the stupid fucking schmuck he is, and this character is supposed to be in graduate school in Idaho at this university. He's supposed to be a graduate student. Can you believe that shit? Imagine Hunter Johnson sitting in graduate school. Can you imagine this thing? But supposedly he was. He was a fucking graduate student. Of all things. No way. This is not. I'm sorry. But goddamn. But anyway, graduate student Hunter Johnson was the same graduate student Hunter Johnson that gave that memorial speech that you and I so love. He was supposed to be in graduate school while he made that speech. Yeah, think about that. Graduate school. And what do we know about that fucking memorial speech from Hunter Johnson? It is the worst possible speech you could possibly give about your best friend who was horribly slaughtered. But this prick is supposed to be in graduate school. Graduate school. Yes. Not making this shit up. So you have to think to yourself, wait a minute. Would a graduate student come up with one of the worst possible speeches that you could possibly give at a funeral? This is a funeral about one of your best friends in the world. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But here we are. That's exactly what happened. Supposedly, right? What we've been told, that's exactly what happened. A graduate student from the University of Idaho gave one of the worst memorial/funeral speeches you could possibly think of when you're talking about your mutilated best friend. Think about that. And then people in denial want to be like, these people, they don't know what they're talking about. Right? Yeah. We know exactly what we're talking about here, because that's exactly what happened here. These are all facts. Facts. I'm not making that up. He's supposedly a graduate student of University of Idaho in 2022, November. He's supposed to be a graduate student. And that's the best he came up with? Slapping your best friend in the face while he was slaughtered? I don't think so. But that's exactly what he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he fucking did. So, yeah. We have to take the context and everything into consideration here about these fucking people. Absolutely. This fucking cocksucker, right, Hunter Johnson, was supposed to be a graduate student. Imagine that. Does he look like a graduate student at the memorial service? Absolutely not. He looks like somebody who just came off a 4-day bender on methamphetamine. And not only that, but he gave one of the worst possible speeches in the history of funeral speeches that you could give to somebody that supposedly is your best friend. Right? He said to the world that Ethan was a schmuck. Ethan was a schmuck. He was an alcoholic schmuck who was in debt and he owed me money. And I never got to see that money back Because, well, obviously, as you know, he was horribly unalived. That is Hunter Johnson, you cocksucker. And I hope you're listening to this, my friend. Believe me, because a plague of locusts, they are also coming for you, okay? It's a slow process, but they are already in the air, baby. Yes, they are, because you are a goddamn cocksucker. You are the lowest of the low, my friend. You are pathetic. Look, why don't you go back and rewatch your fucking memorial service speech? You are a piece of shit, man. You are the worst of the worst, Hunter Johnson. And you ain't no fucking graduate student. And if you are, University of Idaho, you are the worst university on the face of the planet for letting characters like that into your fucking school. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Hunter Johnson, you cocksucker. You couldn't think of anything better than that to say in your speech? You are a disgusting little creature, just like fucking bulbous head, fucking Jim Henson creation from 1978 that we discarded in a pile of fucking wood and rubbish. Fuck you. Hunter Johnson, I hope you're listening, my friend. You are a cocksucker. Where's my $34, asshole? Hey, when you get your head cut off, when you get your fucking neck cut off, right? I'm gonna ask you, where's my $34, asshole? That's exactly what Hunter Johnson did. In his fucking little speech at the memorial service, that's exactly what he did. He said, where's my money, asshole? Oh, by the way, I'm kind of irritated that I'm never going to see it again. Gee, fuck me, right? But that's what he did. Hunter Johnson, you cocksucker. Email me, bitch. You're all disgusting creatures in this case. All of you are disgusting. Pathetic. You all should have been arrested. You all should be in jail. All of you. There is no getting around this. Not one bit. Have you ever been to a memorial service in your life where one of the best friends of the victims goes up on stage and completely trashes the victim? Have you ever seen that? But that's exactly what happened. And he thought he was funny. That's the scary part. He thought he was fucking funny in doing that. And he's a graduate student. He's a graduate student. He's not just some fucking turnip boy. Well, right, well, he is. But we're supposed to believe that he's not just some turnip boy who fell off the truck when he was 16 years old, right? This is a graduate student. Oh my God. That makes it even worse. It really does. Wow. Wow. Yeah. But hey, people in denial, here's what people in denial they want to do. They want to forget these little details. They don't want to put all these details into their assessment of things. But you can't leave these things out. No, because these things are extremely important. Yeah, they are. Extremely. You can't just cherry pick the information that you want to cherry pick. You have, if you're going to talk about Hunter Johnson, fine, but you have to include all the information about him. We're going to get into, listen, the next piece I want to get into, not here, but I want to get on to Ava Wood. Ava Wood gave an interview 2 days ago, okay, to Vicky, all right? Now, Vicky is one of the producers along with that other asshole who wrote that book, right? All right, Vicky, right? They were the producers on that Amazon shit. And so they interviewed one of them, right? Vicky, right? Vicky Ward, right? So they interviewed Ava Wood here. Now, Ava Wood, what do we know about her? She's a friend of these people. And so there's a 2-part interview with Ava Wood. Yeah, there is. And I want to rip that apart. And I'm going to rip that apart. Yeah. I previewed about 3 to 4 minutes of it, and already you and I are going to rip this fucking thing to shreds. Ava Wood. Ava fucking Wood. Now, Ava Wood, she also likes the camera because she made a special appearance on that Amazon Prime special that came out before the trial was happening. Before the trial. There was no trial. But before it went to trial, right, when we polluted the entire mainstream public by going on an Amazon Prime special. Yeah, sure. Anyway, excuse me. But that's Ava Wood. Ava Wood is also not camera shy. So that's the first thing we know about Ava Wood. She doesn't mind a camera being in her face. That's one thing we have to consider. But we're going to rip that apart. There's 2 parts to that interview with Vicky Ward, one of the producers, okay? And I think James Patterson, right? James Patterson, right? One of his co-writers, right? Right, these fucking people. So anyway, we're going to rip them apart. Absolutely. We're going to rip them apart. Vicky Ward is on my agenda. Big time on my agenda. And Ava Wood is on my agenda. Oh, yes, indeed. Absolutely. Ava fucking Wood. All right, here we go.
It seems so odd for him to be there. He didn't seem out of place. He actually seemed very in place. Just his demeanor and everything just did not look at all, not even to turn his head.
When you say you look like you in place, what do you mean by that?
He didn't look disheveled or like at 4 o'clock in the morning trying to get ready for work and you're half asleep or something like that, or running late.
Oh, boy.
Could you describe that person for me?
I would say blonde hair. He was male. I would say
Blonde hair, male.
it's hard because he's sitting down, so.
Yeah, it's very hard sitting down.
I'd say maybe a light, because of maybe a beard, kind of like a short.
Uh-huh.
I keep trying to.
Hey guys, though. What are we not asking about? Take a wild guess. Welcome, I am. Welcome, Snowpio. Welcome, everybody I missed. Welcome, loves. What are we not asking about, though? I mean, this is all well and good. But what are we not asking about? What? We're not asking about the car. We're going off on this tangent about what this person may or may not have looked like. What this person's demeanor may or may not have been, right? But we're not asking about the car. No. What did the car look like? What color was the car? What, in your opinion, was the make of the car? We're not doing that. We're following Miss Molly McMeth here on a tangent down a rabbit hole that's right at this point. It's not, yes, it's useful. Don't get me wrong. It may be, but not in this particular moment here. No, it's out of place. We have to establish What kind of car was this? What was it? Was it gray? Was it blue? Was it red? Was it yellow? Was it black? Was it a black truck? What kind of fucking car are we talking about? Millions of different cars. But this fucking bulbous creation here is following Molly McMeth down the fucking rabbit hole. Yeah, look at this guy. Bulbous creation. Full of straw and charcoal. This fucking prick. This guy. Brett Payne. Look at this bulbous creation. Look at the size of that cranium. Jesus Christ. It's like Frankenstein, right? It's like the Dr. Frankenstein. He's like, yeah, Abby fucking normal. Abby fucking normal. Look at the size of that cranium. Holy piss. My God. Jesus.
Hey, listen. When my mother saw the size of my cranium, she's like, hey, doctor, how much would it cost to get rid of this fucking thing? And the doctor turned to me and said, the last time we did this, it turned into the Jersey Devil. Okay, all right. I don't think we want to do that again. All right. The Jersey Devil. All right. Look. The last time we pulled this shit, all right, we unleashed the Jersey Devil upon the Pine Barrens of New Jersey, okay? And they've been dealing with that shit for 200 fucking years. So we cannot unleash this thing, okay? Bulbous head or not, okay? But it is a mighty bulbous head. It really is. I mean, look how far that cranium extends out. This is what we call fetal alcohol syndrome, all right? And we can't see his eyeballs right now, but I bet you 10-1 that his brow ridgeline is narrow as fuck. Okay. Look at this. This is fetal alcohol syndrome, fucking Jersey Devil, Pine Barrens shit we're talking about. Remember what happened with the Jersey Devil? Remember? Right. I forget the name of the fucking woman, right? But she's like, this was her 13th child. Remember this? This was her 13th child, right? And she's like, oh God, I wish God would just fucking like whatever. I forget. She made a curse. She made a curse on the child. And so when the child was born, it turned into the Jersey Devil. And now it plagues the Pine Barrens of New Jersey from 200 fucking years gone. Remember, she cursed her child. She said, man, I wish this child would be the devil or some shit like that, right? But it turned out to be the Jersey Devil. Okay. Well, there you go. I mean, what are we talking about here? Oh my God. Oh my God, guys. Oh my God, guys. Oh my God. The Jersey Devil. All right. Nephilim. Hey, welcome, Creepy Bro. Nephilim dwarf. Oh my God. A bald gnome. Garden urinal gnome. All right, Snoopy. Hey, let's go, Snoopy. All right, baby. All right. Right, Dave Dev. There you go. He was ahead before he was born. All right. I like that. I dig that. Oh my God. Oh my God, baby. All right. Oh my God. All right. So, all right. Hang on. All right. I can't go into that yet. All right. A little bit more of her. I want to know what kind of car are we talking about? Please tell me.
My brain, if there was glasses or not, and I can't remember if she had glasses or not.
Okay.
White, yes, sorry, he was white. And blonde, very light blonde. Not the dark blonde where it could always be brown, but very light blonde. Short hair,
That.
Clothes or anything like that.
Light clothes, but not anything that would stand out. I would almost say he had the light on in the car. Now that I think about it.
He had the light on.
That well.
Oh, right.
On that street, he would have to have the light on in the car.
Right. Hey, wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. Wait, we just missed something there. Wait a minute.
Light clothes, but not anything that would stand out.
Uh-huh.
I would almost say he had the light on
I would almost say he had the light on
in the
in his car, right?
car.
Now that I think about it. Because to see him that well
on that street,
right, the dome light.
I saw him very clearly,
Yeah.
which seems odd.
I saw him very clearly, which seems odd. Okay. Molly, you say just now you saw him very clearly. But how comes in your description of him, it's not clear at all? Molly, what is about this description that's clear? He had blonde hair. It was light. You know, it's not like the dark kind of blonde hair. It's the light kind of blonde hair. Okay, right? What kind of clothes did he have on? Well, they were light clothes. Light clothes. I guess as opposed to heavy clothes. I don't know. But that's what she's saying. But then she also says, I saw him very clearly. Which seems odd. Okay, well, let's see what her description is. Because she saw him so fucking clearly. Let's see what her description of this potential suspect is. Here we go.
Blonde,
Uh-huh.
very light blonde.
Very light blonde.
Not the dark blonde.
Not the dark blonde.
Very light blonde.
Okay.
Short hair.
Short hair.
Cut.
Clean cut. Yep. And?
Clothes or anything like that.
Light clothes.
Light clothes.
Anything that would stand out.
Like what?
I would almost say he had the light on in the car.
Oh, right.
Because to see him that well.
Right.
On that street.
To see him that well. To see what? I saw somebody with light blonde hair. Clean cut. What kind of clothes did he have on? Well, he had light clothes on. Okay. As opposed to heavy clothes on. They were light clothes. All right. And, yeah. Yeah. But I saw him so very well. Okay. All right. Yeah. He had light clothes on. And what does that mean? In Molly McMeth's mind, light clothes means, clothes that don't stick out. Clothes that don't stick out. To what? Don't stick out to what? Right? Oh my God. Listen.
Anything that would stand out.
To what?
The light on in the car.
Right.
Think about it, because to see him that well.
Uh-huh.
On that street, he would have to have the light on in the car.
Oh. Okay.
I saw him very clearly.
Oh, you saw he did.
It's odd. I have the dome light on.
It's odd. That is odd.
It's just I turned around and I looked because the car didn't get hit by a car.
Oh.
And I assumed he would look at me and wonder what I was doing.
Right. I would assume that too.
So when you're...
Hey, Brett Payne. Wait a minute, Munchkin. So, bulbous creation here. She just told you this insane little fucking thing. And what do you think? Look at what is bulbous creation thinking in this moment? Look at that cranium. That's called fetal alcohol syndrome, by the way. Yeah, look at the bulbous cranium there. That is like a Neanderthal fucking cranium. Look. The more I look at that fucking thing, the more I'm like, I think aliens came down and wrapped a fucking hair tie when you were just born, right? The aliens came down. They took this fucking, like, hair tie, right? They wrapped it around your skull, and that's why your fucking head looks like that. Now, it's like those African tribes, right? Where they purposely elongate their skulls. That's exactly what that looks like. It's like Kingdom of the Crystal fucking Skulls, baby. I mean, really. Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls. All right. Look at that cranium. I mean, Jesus Christ. Anyway, whatever. Jesus. No, this is absolutely ridiculous. That's the point, though. This is ridiculous. And as a real homicide detective, not this thing, you are thinking to yourself in this moment, you are a suspect. You are a suspect. You are a suspect, baby. I think you know much more than you're telling me. And in fact, in this very moment, what I'm thinking is, you are definitely a part of this crime. Absolutely you are. The shit you're saying to me doesn't make any sense. You are sweating over really small details that don't matter. All you're trying to do, right? This is Molly McMeth, right? All we're trying to do here is to deliver curly fries to one location. That's all we're trying to do. But here we are. After all this bullshit that she's saying, our sole task here, supposedly, right, was just to deliver curly fries to a fucking house. But here we are. Yeah. Amazing how we forget the context and lose the context, right? She's a stupid DoorDash delivery person who has a myriad personal problems, who's also an addict. And she cannot deliver a fucking box of curly fries without all this drama. Without all this fucking drama that we see before us. Does that make sense? That she would not be a part of this crime? There should not be this drama. But here we are. There's tons of drama with her. All of a sudden, a DoorDash driver doesn't know how to do DoorDash. Make that make sense. That's why there's drama. And she should have been arrested in this interview as well. When a DoorDash driver who's sitting across from you says, well, I kind of forgot how to do DoorDash, I'm going to arrest you. Especially in a quadruple fucking murder. I'm going to arrest you. What do you mean you don't know how to do DoorDash? You've been doing it. What do you mean on this particular night you forgot how to deliver fucking curly fries to a fucking house that stands out like a sore thumb? What do you mean? Bye-bye, Molly. We're going to put you in a fucking cell as well. And when your memory clears up, you and I are going to have another conversation with each other here, Molly. And believe me, it's not going to take very long, because after 24 hours, you are going to be sweating your balls off. You are going to be crawling up the walls. All I have to do is stick you in a cell, and you are going to be crawling on the floor. Molly McMeth, you are going to be crawling on the floor. And it's not going to take me long to figure out what you did here, because you are going to be jonesing. You are going to be jonesing for your life. And you're going to be crawling on that goddamn floor. Yes, you fucking will, Molly. Yes, you will. Pain, you bulbous fucking freak. Look at this freak.
You are a walking sideshow. You are Jim Henson, 1978, a cast-off from the Muppets. Look at this. Fuck you, Idaho.
Yeah, you wanted the best, you got the best. Fuck you, man.
Think about it. All I'm doing is trying to deliver curly fries, right? That's all I'm trying to do. So why am I getting caught up in hours and hours and hours of drama? And why now am I a pet of fucking Judge Thompson? And now I have to testify to something that is a complete lie. All because I was trying to deliver curly fries, right? Right. But on this particular night of the homicides, I totally forgot how to be a DoorDash delivery driver. I totally forgot it. Huh. Gee, that's coincidence number 8,722 in this case. Right? Right. Molly McMeth.
There you go.
People in denial. You're in denial for a reason, because you cherry pick information that you don't want to hear and understand. And so you filter that information out because you like things neat and tidy and wrapped up in a little red bow. But that is not this case at all. In fact, it's the exact opposite of this case.
Yep.
Yep.
As you know, my garden. Of course, you guys know, obviously. Yes, indeed. All right, loves. One more
before the road.
One more before the road here.
There's 1.5 pieces I still want to show you.
Yes, I do. But I want you to think about everything about what we just said.
Something as simple as dropping off curly fries at a location that is as big as Mount Rushmore. The house is fucking big. Okay? Again, we're not delivering in the Pine Barrens where we can get lost. We can get lost pretty easily in the Pine Barrens. Okay, if you don't know where you're going. But not in the center of Rome. We are not getting lost at all. No. In fact, what we're doing is we are snooping around the backside of the house for somebody else because that's the task that they gave us to do. And so I'm pretending to deliver shit. And in that pretending, what I'm doing is I am sneaking around to the backside of the house. I'm checking on things to make sure that the door is open to the house. I am making sure that the door is open to the back, to the sliding glass door. I am making sure that that is open. That's a big key here. And so I am pretending to deliver curly fries. But what I'm really doing is I am scouting out the house, and I need the house to, the powers that be, okay, the house has to be in this particular fashion, which means that doesn't take much. All I really need you to see and do is make sure that back sliding glass door is open for me. That's all I really need you to do here. The rest of the stuff is irrelevant. It really is. But as long as that back sliding glass door is open, you and I are good. See? So, as long as you can ensure that for me, because I am going to pick you up and I'm going to take you back to the car that you parked a half a mile away from the house. Okay? But as you're walking up and down the street or whatever you're doing, you're going to have your stupid little flashlight in your hand because you are not looking for an address. You already know what the address is. The reason why you have a flashlight in your hands is because you are trying to see what's going. You are going to walk around the back side of the house like she just said she did.
And you're going to use that flashlight to make sure that things are in order here. We're not talking about a delivery, right? We're talking about using that flashlight, right, to make sure that I'm the back part of the house, that the back patio, the sliding glass door, that's all in order here, which means that glass door has to be open. Okay? That has to be open here. Yeah. And, excuse me. And another thing I feel about this, okay, this happened before, okay? We'll get into that later. But I feel this is what happened before we're actually trying to deliver food here. This happened before that, right? The DoorDash delivery is always a cover. That will always be a cover here. Always. You know it. Of course we know this. Okay. So what we're really talking about here is what we're talking about preparation to the crime. That's what we're talking about preparation. And as part of preparation, this is what was going on. Preparation, execution, right? Preparation, execution. Molly was a part of both of these phases. She was part of preparation, and she was also part of the execution phase. Yes, she was. We are not just delivering curly fries here. That's ludicrous. Absolutely. Because we shouldn't be in this. First of all, we shouldn't be in this interview then for this long, right? And second of all, everything she's saying is a lie. I mean, everything that she's saying doesn't make sense. So we are now creating drama for ourselves. All the while, all we have to do is just deliver a bunch of curly fries. But we don't do that. We sneak around the back side of the house, right? We look into the house. We say it looks warm and inviting, right? And things were open, which means the sliding glass door was open. But that was part of preparation, and that was part of execution here. And Molly is in both phases of these things. She's in preparation and in execution. Yes, she is. That is Molly McMeth. She comes off as really stupid and like a dumb hick, right? But she's not. She's not. She is a player. She is a hardcore player in this thing. She's street smart. She knows the streets kind of well. Yeah. And guess what else happened with her? She got promised. I'm telling you right now, my garden. She got promised a sum of money for doing this. Let me say that again. Molly McMichael, she got promised a sum of money for doing this thing. I don't know yet exactly how much they promised her, but it was quite a substantial number for herself. For her particular situation, right? They offered her a good deal of money. That's how we did Molly McMichael. We promised her a lot of money. And that's how we did her. That's how we got to her with this stuff. Yeah. So I said to you, Molly, you know what? This is what you got to do, all right? And if you do this thing, I will give you $25,000. I will give you $20,000. How about that? I'll give you $20,000. But if I give you $20,000, you got to shut your fucking mouth. You got to shut your fucking mouth. Yep. Something like that. But that's exactly what happened here. Molly got promised to pay out, and that's why she did this. That's why this explains her behavior to me. She got promised a substantial amount of money for herself in that particular moment in time. She was struggling financially. Her family was falling apart. Yeah. And they said to her, look, keep your fucking mouth shut. Keep your fucking mouth shut. You get 20 grand coming to you, but you got to keep your fucking mouth shut. Absolutely. That is Molly McMichael, in my opinion. That's her role in this thing. That's her role in this thing. Absolutely. No doubt in my mind. That is what her role is in this thing. Yep. Could I be wrong? Sure. Absolutely. But that's how you're going to use a character like Molly McMichael. That's how you're going to use somebody like that. You are going to give them money. And you're going to threaten them and say, you better not fucking talk. Okay? If you want to see your kids again, okay, you better not fucking talk. Right? That's how you get to people like that. Very easily, actually. Money, right? Money. You dangle money in front of them. More money they probably ever seen in their life at one time. You give that and dangle that in front of them. And you say, but if you talk, bad things are going to happen to you and your kids. Yeah, they will. Believe me, if we have enough money to pay you $10,000 to shut the fuck up, believe me, we have enough money to take you and your kids out. Absolutely. For sure. Definitely. Yep. Molly McNabb. All right. I think, you know it. I think that's a good look. I think that's a good portrait. I think that's a good picture on an exhibition, right? That's a good picture on an exhibition. Here. I think that's a good sketch of Molly McMichael. I think that's a good sketch of her, actually. Yeah, I do. I think that's a good sketch of her. So, I think what we're gonna do here, love, we can get back to her. We will. But I think I made the point here. I think I made the point. So, yeah. All right. I think we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. We're gonna do this again. Hey, we're gonna do this again on probably Sunday, love. Sunday, love. There's many more things for us to discuss here. Many more things here, right? Of course. Yeah, there is. But I think the whole goal of this one was to really kind of give a good picture of Molly, give a good picture of Brett Payne, bulbous creation. And yeah. A person who has no business writing a probable cause affidavit. He's not a real homicide detective. He's never been in a quadruple murder situation before in his life. He makes up fairy tale words. He makes up fairy tale phrases that have no basis in reality to lexicon. Like, the DSM-5. Okay. Or anything in American Medical Association has published. No. This is not an official diagnosis of anything. And what they try to do here was they try to tie that phrase into trauma, right? Which trauma in itself is not a diagnosis, by the way. People in denial. Trauma is not an official diagnosis either. It's not. No. Now, people can have post-traumatic stress disorder and have trauma. That's an official diagnosis. But when we say, well, she must be in trauma, that's not an official diagnosis of anything. Not one thing, you cocksuckers. So don't you come at me with your trauma, because I'm going to shoot you right on down. I'm going to say to you, what is trauma? What diagnosis is trauma? That's not a diagnosis. That's your opinion. I can say I'm in trauma. And I can say, Sir Equinox, he's in trauma. Or Dame Deb's in trauma. Or, Dame Anthus is in trauma. Or Dame Sophia. Or, Lynn Champagne's in trauma. Or, everybody, Snowpia, everybody in the garden. I can say, well, we're all in trauma. Fine. But it's not an official diagnosis. Okay? So what? So what? The question here is, did Dylan Mortensen undergo a complete psychiatric evaluation to determine whether or not she had some sort of trauma that was attached to an official diagnosis? And the answer to that question is no, she did not. And because she did not, all these characters and players in this case, you cannot say that somebody is in trauma. You cannot. You're ridiculous. Did Dylan Mortensen undergo a complete psychiatric evaluation? Did she? Did she? People in denial. Did Dylan Mortensen undergo a complete psychiatric evaluation? You don't even know that, do you? No, you don't. The answer to that question is no, she didn't. Not on 11/17 she didn't. Not on 11/17 she didn't. Nope. So all these people making probable cause affidavits and putting little fucking phrases in them that don't mean anything. There was never a psychiatric evaluation done. And so we're throwing psychobabble into a probable cause affidavit to get somebody arrested for a quadruple murder. That's exactly what Bulbous Head Payne did. He threw in psychobabble into his official document. Yes, he did. And if Brian Kohlberger actually came from money, these people would have been ripped apart like sharks to blood. They would have fed on this. This is absolutely ridiculous. You know it, and I fucking know it. It's pathetic. That probable cause affidavit is one of the worst documents in this entire case. And we need to, it's always good to revisit these documents. It's always good to do that. Especially that particular one. The PCA is absolute fairy tale nonsense. That is one of the worst fairy tales I have ever read. And as more stuff comes out about this case, it goes to prove the PCA was completely wrong. It was a complete fairy tale made up by a wannabe fucking psychiatrist, a bulbous head creation from Jim Henson's workshop circa 1978, filled with straw and charcoal. That's what it is. You cocksuckers in denial. You're all in denial. You are. And disgrace. Not only are you in denial, but you're in disgrace. And that's even worse. Yeah, I'm in disgrace. You're in disgrace. Yeah. Schoolboys in disgrace. See? Yeah, right. Schoolboys in disgrace. Yep.
All right, my loves. I'm sorry. I talked your ear off. How do I get those stickers off the screen? I don't know. All right, babies. Here we go. We're going to end it with this, my love. I love you. Thank you for being a part of this, okay? We're going to pick this up real soon. All right. Let's go. Let's go. I don't know how to get these. What are these stickers? I don't know what they are. What is this? Okay. Well, anyway, there's stickers on there. I can't get them off. That's good. All right. Here we go. Wait. Hey, Lynn Champagne. Hey, Lynn Champagne. I love you, baby. I love you. Hey, Lynn Champagne. I want you to know that I listen to things and I hear you. So here. Here, my love.
Well, let some shine.